What's up everybody and welcome to the Phase Reviews YouTube channel. My name is Jordan and if you are new here, welcome, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Today, not on the review table, but I have the box next to the review table, is a really neat product that I would never have considered looking at if this company hadn't reached out to me. This is the LUTECPOPPY solar patio light, and what this is a light that you can put outdoors, you can put it in your backyard, put it on your patio, that is solar powered, is adjustable brightness, and also has a built-in Bluetooth speaker. I would have never thought to combine a light with a Bluetooth speaker, but this product actually solves an issue that I had where I always have to take my speakers around the house whenever I'm doing something inside, in the garage, outdoors. This gives me an option that permanently lives outside, that I don't have to charge, and that is ready to go whenever I want to have a little party out in the back with friends. So I really like that about it. So in this review today, we're going to do an unboxing. We're going to talk about what comes in the package, how to use it, my real life experience with it, and then I'll let you know whether or not I think it's worth picking one up for yourself. Now, if you're not a subscriber, I'd love to earn it by the end of this video, but we won't waste time talking about that now. Let's talk about this LUTECPOPPY solar patio light. So the first thing I usually do on this channel is show you the packaging and unbox it. Now, let me show you the packaging, and I'll tell you why this might be a problem. So this is the box that it comes in. It's ginormous. My wife was actually like, what the freak did you order? But it's a really nice, well-made box. The product was packaged very well. You can see big, full color pictures on it with step-by-step instructions for assembling the product on the back. You've got some specs here on the side, and overall, you know, this is really well done. This is like something that you would pick up in a store. I'm not gonna keep it on the table because it is ginormous, but that gives you an idea of how it will come to you in the mail. Now, I usually do an unboxing as well, but because of how big this is and the camera's field of view, I'm just gonna overlay some video of me unboxing the unit. What you're gonna see inside is the base, and the base is made of a nice, hard, durable plastic, and you can fill the base up with water, and I'll show you that in just a minute to make sure that it's nice and sturdy and doesn't tip over. Otherwise, it would be a little bit top heavy. So you can fill that base up with water, or I'm sure sand or something like that if you wanted, and that will keep the light nice and stable. You've got a couple of poles as well as a middle segment, and this middle segment is this interesting shape, and for some reason I was like, why did they have this middle segment different from the other two? And it actually is made of a much denser, harder material, and the unique kind of oval shape helps you move the light around. So if you need to pick it up and take it to a different area of your backyard or your patio, you can just grab that, and it makes it much easier to transport. So I actually understand why they did that, and it adds a little bit of, you know, interesting visual aesthetic to the light. After the poles, you have the top unit. It comes all assembled, the solar panel on top with the light underneath, and then the speaker is built into the light. And that's everything that comes in the box. You do get a manual, and I have the manual right here, and the manual is very, very simple. It's almost like an IKEA guide. It's just simple pictures showing you how to screw in the different components and set it up. There isn't even really much text to tell you what to do. It's mostly pictorial, but it's all very intuitive and easy to use. One thing that the manual does say is that before your first use, it's recommended to charge the solar panel in direct sun for 8 hours, and I found that just putting it out there for a few minutes and trying to turn the light on, it would not turn on yet, so you definitely want to charge it the full time before you get any use out of the product. The manual also goes over how to change the battery. So if your battery ever, after a lot of charging and uncharging cycles, got depleted and the battery life wasn't as long anymore, you could change the battery. I'm sure you can order another one from Lutec, and this manual goes over how to do that. I'm gonna overlay some footage now of me setting up the light. It's just as easy as it was to unbox it. The first thing you're going to do is get your base turned up in the right spot. Then you're gonna grab one of the poles and put it into the screw-in kind of lock ring, and with those two units together, you put those in the base and you twist them, and it will lock in that bottom pole. Then you can go to the middle section, that heavier oval shaped section, and screw that in to the bottom pole. Then you screw on the top pole, and lastly, you get the top of the unit with the solar panel and the light and screw that in. There's no wires to connect, there's nothing to adjust. It's just screw one pole into the base, the middle, then the top, and then the light itself. It really is that easy. After I got the light set up, I took it out to the back and I set it in the sun so that it could charge up. Before I left it there by itself, I made sure to fill it up with water. With the hose at full blast, it took maybe a minute and a half to fill it completely up with water, and it was much heavier and more stable once that was done. With the light assembled, I'm actually pretty happy with the aesthetic. I saw it on Amazon and I thought it looked a little bit funky, but I was willing to give it a try. Once I got it here, the finish is really well done. It's all polished, it's got smooth lines, it looks kind of futuristic, but at the same time it blends into our patio really well. It doesn't stand out, and I just love that I don't have to connect it to anything. There's no wires to trip over. I can put it anywhere I want because I'm not restrained by having to charge it from the wall or power it from an outlet. That's really, really nice. So now we can get down to actually using the unit. When it comes to the light, all you have to do is pull the little pull string, and every pull will give you a different brightness or turn the light on or off. So on the first pull from off, you will get max brightness, that's 500 lumens, and you will get 12 hours of use at that brightness. So would run all through the night, even at max brightness. If you pull it again, that takes it down to 200 lumens, which would give you 16 hours of use. And then the third pull will take you to 50 lumens, which is 24 continuous hours of use. It's an LED, so I'm sure it's super efficient, and that's why you get such long use times out of even the max brightness. The fourth pull will turn the light off, and then the cycle starts over again. If you want to use the Bluetooth speaker, just hold the cable down for 3 seconds and it will enter pairing mode. Go into your phone, go to the Bluetooth settings, and select the light from your Bluetooth options, and bada bing, bada boom, you're paired. When you're done using the speaker, pull the cable for 3 more seconds and that will turn it off. Speaking of the Bluetooth speaker, it's got plenty of volume to fill the area around the light. Anywhere the light would cover at night is where the Bluetooth speaker is going to spread, you know, a good radius of 10 to 20 feet. The volume is sufficient. The sound quality is, you know, kind of meh. I didn't expect a lot from the speaker, and I don't think you're buying this to be your primary outdoor sound system. And if you are, you're probably not too picky about audio quality anyway. It's decent, it sounds nice, the music is intelligible, you can hear the voices and the instruments. The bass is a little bit lacking, which I expected from a speaker that small, but overall I think it serves its purpose as a good background music speaker, just something to have on while you're chatting with friends. The light that comes from the LUTECPOPPY is nice and soft, it's diffuse, it's 360 degrees, so it kind of covers a full circle around the light itself, so you can kind of position it next to a table or a deck and it will cover a large area, which I like. They say that the lumen output is comparable to a 40-watt incandescent bulb, so this isn't a floodlight, this isn't gonna blow out your entire backyard with really bright light, but it's enough to cast a nice glow at night if you're hanging out with friends. Hopefully it won't draw too many bugs to the patio. So final thoughts, I think this is a really unique product. I would have never thought to combine solar energy with a patio light with a Bluetooth speaker. It's kind of a neat all-in-one solution if you don't have any lighting in your backyard, or maybe there's an area of your backyard where you want to add some lighting, but you don't want to put in a permanent solution. You want something that can be moved around, something that you don't have to plug in. It really has a lot of flexibility in that regard, and the fact that there's a speaker on there as well really is just a little bit of extra features for those of you that want to entertain in your backyard space. So if this sounds interesting to you and you want to pick one up, there's a link down in the description. You can buy through there and support the channel. I appreciate you watching, and if you're not a subscriber, consider becoming one. We're just about to pass, or we may have already passed 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much to everyone that does subscribe, and I will see you next time.